Hello Batman fans, welcome to episode 2 of the official Batman Arkham Origins series. Today's topic are the 8 assassins. I'm going to try to go as in-depth as I possibly can to talk about who I think the next 4 assassins will be, and how I think the first 4 assassins that they already confirmed will get put into the game. So, the first assassin is Deathstroke. Now, if most of you are fans of the comic books, you do know that Deathstroke is not strongly related to Batman at all. He's been in Batman, he's been up against Batman in fights, he's been alongside Batman in many comics, but just he's not your average Batman family character, not at all. He is in the TV series, which is giving him lots of popularity, and he was in Injustice, where I loved him, besides him being a spammer. Everything about that was pretty amazing. So, how I think they're going to put Deathstroke into the game, I think he's going to be the highest assassin as I can think of. He is probably one of the strongest. He is, you might not know, but if you just base him off the Arrow TV series, he actually does have super strength. He is about 10 times the strength of 10 men, so he should be stronger than Bane, unless Bane's at his peak. Then he'll probably be at match with him. With the assassins they chose right now, he definitely is the strongest. He has healing powers, so I don't know how they're going to demonstrate that into the game. I don't know if they will at all. But he also carries around a few guns, a sword the size of 4 feet length. So that will be also put in the game. Now, one thing I want to talk about the sword is I'm kind of confused on how they'll actually demonstrate the sword into the game, because if you do pre-order the game, you will be able to play as Deathstroke, but if you don't pre-order the game, you can still play as Deathstroke as a future DLC they'll add to the game, probably only a few months in. So most of you, if you are willing to pay for DLC, will eventually get to play as Deathstroke. So when you do play as Deathstroke, I'm kind of confused on, because when you're playing as Deathstroke, I'm guessing just going to be going around Gotham City. You'll be on the good side trying to save people from thugs. And if you're going to be using a sword, the sword all it can really do, and besides, is mostly kill thugs. And Batman does not kill thugs, he just knocks them out unconsciously. Now, Deathstroke can obviously be an amazing fighter, but if you want to use the sword, it's kind of useless if you can't really kill people with it. Besides, unless you can be a villain with Deathstroke, then you can go around slaying people's heads off, which would be pretty amazing. Now, that's why I think they're going to add Deathstroke into the game. I'm guessing how they're going to add the characters. I guess Batman will meet one character at a time. I'm guessing there'll be 2 parts of the story, one story being the 8 assassins, the other story being something else with other great characters like Anarchy, the Joker, possibly the Penguin and Two-Face, unless any of those are actual assassins. Sort of like what they did in Arkham City, they focused on Protocol 10, while the Joker was behind everything, sort of with Mr. Freeze. So everything was sort of 2 stories combined together, which I sort of hope they do in here, but I also want to see some origin type things like Harvey Dent being Two-Face and everything. So that's how I think they're going to add Deathstroke. I think they're going to make him one of the most popular assassins, unless they're going to announce the last assassin as one of the most popular. But anyway, I think Deathstroke will be one of the higher grade assassins. The next one is Deadshot. Now, Deadshot has been in the Arkham franchise before in Arkham City. He had a side mission, which was, it was a pretty cool side mission. You basically just had to use your detective vision to locate where he actually shot the bullet and find the killer. So that was pretty interesting. Deadshot will probably have lots to do with the new detective vision, because that's really advanced in this game. I'm really excited to use that. So I think if you can actually use Deadshot as a playable, if they add him to multiplayer, I guess it would be pretty cool. Deadshot's usually known for his faraway shots and pinpointing locations, so it would be kind of annoying to play him as a fighter, only because he would have to use more up-close guns. But if I can actually see him being a pretty amazing fighter in the game. So what I think they're going to do with Deadshot is, during the story when he's versing Batman, I'm guessing it will be more of a detective vision and more of a having to stay hidden type thing. The more face-to-face combat, sort of like what Deathstroke would be. Now, back onto Deathstroke. Deathstroke sort of has the same body structure and same power as Batman. Like, you know, like face. They have the same like built body. They're both muscle instead of acrobatic. So the next character is Bane. Now I'm pretty happy that they added Bane because he's famous for, you know, breaking the bat, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see Bane more popular. He was in both Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. He was in Arkham Asylum in the actual game, where it was basically just him running after you, had to knock him into a wall and everything. And it was basically kind of like the same thing in Arkham City, but you had to help destroy his Titan containers and everything. I just hope they add more than him just being a Titan in this game. I'm really excited to see how they'll do that. I can't wait to play him as him in multiplayer. I'm guessing for Bane, because what they did, like, Arkham Origins isn't an origin story. It's actually basically the origin part is showing Batman his phase into his more darker villains, like the Joker, his more twisted, more powerful human monster universe, just like than him fighting thugs in back alleys, going into fighting like Justice League member, like, you know, people on higher grade scales. So I think they're going to add Bane as that character, and I'm really excited to see that in the game. So the next character, the last character they confirmed so far, is Copperhead. Now, most of you might not know, but Copperhead isn't that famous as a Batman character. I haven't seen him that much in actual comic books, but he is in the Justice League animated series, which was pretty amazing. But in that show, he was a guy and he had like a snake-type costume. And in this game right now, they're showing him as a girl, but that's just in the gameplay. In the actual game, Batman says his records show him as a guy, but he faced him as a girl. So something's with a sex transplant. I really don't want to get into that, but something like that's going to be going up. So back onto the topic of Copperhead. Copperhead is more like a sneaky Catwoman type, you know, kind of like an acrobatic, kind of just like swerve around everybody. So they're definitely adding different types of people. They got the main anti-Batman, which is Deathstroke. They got the power hitter, which is Bane. They got the distance, which is Deadshot, and now they got the acrobatic person straight up with Copperhead. Now, guessing Copperhead is a girl, that makes one girl assassin. I sort of wanted to have two, and I'll get into that when I talk about my next 4 assassins. So for Copperhead, I think I'm pretty excited because I like how they're adding characters that aren't that famous. Like, they're not just doing, oh, Joker, Penguin, Two-Face. Like, they're doing characters like, you know, Deathstroke and everything. And I like that. I like to see new people in the spotlight. So, honestly, I'm pretty excited for Copperhead. The trailer was pretty cool. I like how she has the poisonous fingers. She reminds me a lot like Catwoman. Catwoman, I don't think she's in this game. She might get put into multiplayer as DLC, but I know she is in Blackgate. So, honestly, I'm pretty excited for Copperhead, and that's pretty much it for the 4 confirmed characters. And now I'm going to talk about the 4 I think they're going to confirm next. I'm going to start out by saying I want Lady Shiva. Now, if you do not know who Lady Shiva is, she actually just got introduced in the Beware the Batman TV show. You don't get to see her face, but she is in the show. And Lady Shiva, why would she be good in the game? Because Batman himself said that she is one of the greatest fighters and assassins in the DC universe. And them being assassins, they definitely should add her into the game. I'm looking forward to having 2 girls at least as assassins. That would sort of balance things out. Not that much, but she would be great in the game. I think, like, now, like I said, they're trying to, like, really customize up the assassins. You know, they got the power hitter. Now, I would think Lady Shiva could use, like, a sword, and if they wanted to, like, make the game longer or whatever, they could tie Lady Shiva into the League of Assassins, which I don't think they'll do. Most people want Talia al Ghul. Honestly, if I had to choose between Talia al Ghul and Lady Shiva, I would like Lady Shiva just because she's known to be a better assassin. But if they did Talia al Ghul, then they could do the whole Night in Metropolis, Damian Wayne type thing. But that doesn't really make sense being an origin, so I would stick with Lady Shiva. My next character on the list is Talon. Now, why would I choose Talon? Only because, like I said, I want to have lower grade assassins get put into this game, and I think Talon being with the Court of the Owls in the New 52 would be amazing. Now, most people wouldn't Talon be like Copperhead and Lady Shiva? Not really, guys. Talon actually is basically invincible. His only weakness is ice, and I think Talon could be more of a almost like a gadget type person. Not really, I guess. They could use just little shuriken type things. I guess Lady Shiva could use that too. But I would really like to see Talon only because I want to see a New 52 character that got introduced in the New 52 in this game. So far I want Lady Shiva, Talon, and next I want KG Beast. Now, I haven't heard of KG Beast that much, but I looked him up. I saw a few comics about him. I got some on Comixology, and he's pretty awesome, guys. He has a cybernetic type body, kind of like Cyborg. He is super strength, so that would add that into the game. But what other assassins don't have is he has sort of gadgets. He has some comics, he has guns strapped to his shoulder while having a sword or a knife come out of his wrist. So I can actually see him as more like a pretty heavy hitter, sort of like Bane, but not that heavy. He would kind of balance himself out between a Bane and a Deathstroke. So I'd really like to see KG Beast in the game. Once again, not a popular Batman character. And last but not least, I would like to see Clayface. Now, Clayface, he is a popular character. He was actually the end villain in Arkham City. Now, much you might not want him in the game just because he was the end villain in Arkham City, but that's actually one of the reasons I do want him in the game. I kind of want to see more of an origin story with that, and I thought the Clayface ending battle was amazing. I would love to see if you could actually play as him in multiplayer, because that would just be amazing. And then, anyways, overall, I would love to see Clayface just because there's just endless possibilities you can do with him. So those are the 4 I choose: Clayface, KG Beast, Talon, and Lady Shiva. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. What last 4 assassins do you want them to confirm for the game? Now, keep in mind, they are trying to make everything separate and add separate assassins, and they are also trying to do is bring in characters that aren't really known into the Batman universe. So that's why I kind of went with Talon being a New 52 character, KG Beast being less known, and then an average Clayface, because I do want to have a few characters that are known. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the 8 Assassins video, episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Few questions for you. What last 4 assassins do you want? What do you think of the overall assassins in the game? How do you think they're going to get put into the game? Do you think they're going to have side missions included onto them? Are they going to have extra DLC content? And what do you want me to do on episode 3? Do you want to have a topic on what our story will be about? Do you want to talk about the villains that aren't assassins, such as Anarchy and the Joker, and possibly the Penguin? So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video so everyone can watch. Thank you, guys, and have a nice day.